Every day, chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Go, how are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. How are you guys?
Doing good. How are you, Astuce?
I'm good, and you?
Doing
You guys
amazing.
fine? Perfect.
I just shared the stream. Okay. How's everyone in the chat? Has anyone taken any trades? Let's have a good session today. ZAMCO, you've been crushing it, man. How much you've been crushing today already?
Oh, today I took a loss actually this morning.
Okay.
It was like this close to sweeping Asian low, hitting my TP, but it just flew right back up. So
Every time I go on Twitter, I see one of those from
Yep.
you. And I'm like, God,
so I had one of those today.
Was it what pair was it on?
German 40 cells.
Okay. You wanna share the trade?
Yeah, sure, I can do that 1 second. Okay. All right, there we go. Right. So what happened this morning? Basically, I was live on stream, and what happened was Asian session highs got swept. So we can see that Asian session was just consolidating, and then we had an Asian sweep, and then we had London Open right here. And in London Open, I saw that German 40 pushed up higher, sweeping pre-London highs as well. And once we tapped into this, if you look right here, this 1 minute order block, I basically just waited for this candle to just reject, and we just tapped it and then rejected. So I took my sell somewhere like there. My stop loss was just above the order block, and then my initial target, the first target, was the Asian lows right there. So we came very close and then just launched right back up and hit my stop loss. So it was very simple trade, just Asia liquidity consolidation, push up to sweep Asian highs, tapping into an area of interest, and then we just had a rejection from that, and I was just targeting Asian lows as the first target, and came very close, but yeah, we didn't hit the target. So yeah, that was the trade this morning, and unfortunately it didn't go as planned.
Is there any point at which you would close early, or do you always just let go, stop loss, or take profit?
Pretty much a stop loss and take profit. This trade should have been break even, but the only reason I didn't was because if you look at the 3 minute, we had this 3 minute inefficiency right next to my entry, so I just didn't want spreads to take me out before going back down. So I thought maybe this might hold. That's why I didn't make it break even. But yeah, that's why. So I hit my stop loss. Otherwise, I'm not going to close any partials or close early, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Sorry, go.
The trade was up like 20k on my 300k funding pips funded account, and just took a 4k loss for no reason.
Yeah, goddamn. Astuce, what about you? Any trades so far?
Yeah, I passed my funding takes 50k right
Hey.
at Asian Open, I think. And I also just passed, like right now, I just passed my funding next features as well, 50k.
Oh,
so
yeah.
these are the two. But funded account, all my funded are in profit. I'm just waiting for a payout before I resume trading them. So that's pretty much it.
Do you want to share the trades?
Did I even annotate anything? When I trade features, like the setup was so weird. But yes, I can definitely share the trades. Give me a second. You guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So Basically, since last week, I've been pissed because I was expecting gold to go bullish, but for the whole last week, price been just giving us this ranging market. But overall, I was expecting price to go bullish because if you look at things on the higher time frame, we have this sort of trend line liquidity on the H4 here. So price came, it cleared the trend line liquidity, and right after taking the trend line liquidity, I was expecting price to move to the upside, and my target was pretty much this high here, and my second target would pretty much be this high here. So I've been bullish, but then price didn't want to give me the buy when I was expecting the buy, and when price opened yesterday, I didn't really trade beginning of Asia. I've been working on other project, and when I realized price have already hitting my TP1. So basically, when I came on the lower time frame, I just wanted to look for a re-entry, but knowing gold, that thing doesn't really like giving pullback. So after this small pullback, we had to the downside and price bought. It gave this sort of minor change of character to the upside. Then we had a pullback, and I took the buy from this pullback basically. And this buy I took here, as I was just expecting to make about $1,000 to pass. I had a buy pretty much this way, a buy right there. It was like 1 on 1 basically, 1 hour TP, 1 hour stop loss, and this was the trade I took to pass that 50K. And as I realized this morning, I woke up and this trade is like running, running crazy.
Yeah, gold is going crazy.
Running 15 hour, bro. That was a 1 hour trade, end up running 15 hour. So this is the one on funding takes. And then this morning, again, London session, we are expecting some pullback to the downside before a normal buy. But again, for some reason, price just doesn't give a pullback. So from here, it's pretty much the same thing. But the buy I had, the second one here, is mostly like gambling buy than actually analysis, because overall, I was expecting price to at least drop and take this thing here. And as price didn't take, I was like, well, sometimes price just doesn't give a pullback. So let me just try to buy and see what will happen. And there you go. That was the second buy on FN features. So which I passed it as well. So I'm still expecting price to go bullish, but the fact that we're having buys without pullback, I don't really like this kind of scenario.
Yeah.
At least like give us something, you know. At least give us something. So that's pretty much what I have.
What would you be looking for to execute on?
Uh, if I have any sort of setup, I'm looking to buy, right? I'm looking for a re-entry, but if price keep moving this way, you look at the H4. Every H4 candle has been bullish. We haven't had even a single bearish H4 candle. So there's really nothing good for me to look for entry. At least I want to see something like this to probably somewhere around this level, and then I can now really buy to the upside.
So is
Um,
there's no way you would long today unless it moves all the way down.
yes, unless if I have a zone I would long today from, would pretty much maybe be this zone here. I think this looks pretty okay. So if we can have maybe pull back somewhere to this area around 40.85 with some sort of confirmation on the lower time frame, then that could be a buy. But this is kind of a risky buy because this is like the first buy zone right after this massive pump. Most likely price tend to like come and fill them before it moves up.
Mm,
But I think this can be the only zone I can be monitoring. But again, I don't think I'm gonna trade today because, as I'm saying, all my account are waiting payout, so I don't want to factor anything.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys have any kind of setup?
I'm
I'm
probably
not.
looking for something on NQ, but let's. Heramani, how are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are
Doing
you,
good.
bro?
Have you traded so far?
Not yet, but I missed three trades on gold,
Okay.
so I'm waiting for some research and Kimmel talk about.
Hmm.
I want to see
Okay.
some research.
Someone said I passed my account with that trade ZAMCO, so very nice. But
Yeah.
Heramani, someone is asking for EU analysis, and maybe share with us the trade you would have wanted to execute on gold.
Okay.
Let's see it. What do you think? How many pips stop loss is a tight stop loss? Well, that's not a complete question. Like, we don't know what pair. Like, if we tell you 15 pips, that might be a lot on Aussie dollar, might be nothing on gold. So you need
When
to
you see
develop
my
the
screen.
question a little bit more.
I might take a risky buy on gold from this 5-minute inefficiency it's just created.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking for some bearishness on USD. First of all, so I will wait until
Do you have any other mic, or can you get closer to the mic?
it is,
Why is it green?
He ate something.
Uh,
bro. I just woke up right now from yesterday. I'm sleeping. I'm traveling. That's why.
it's
So you're
fine.
turning into the Hulk.
So, can you hear me properly now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
definitely. Yeah.
better.
Okay, okay, sure. So for EU on 4 hour time frame, I just want to see some bearishness. My target will be this low for this week maybe,
Okay.
uh, and I can see some as of seasonality as well. EU is very bearishness on after 1 or 2 weeks of November. So I want to see some break of structure in at least in 4 hours. Then I will see my target will be this low for EU in this week maybe. I hope I will take after uh, tomorrow the confirmation after tomorrow after candle closing of today's daily time frame and tomorrow I want to see some bearish momentum. And for gold,
Moves.
bro, I'm waiting for this whole consolidation for buying opportunity, but finally, it broke the market structure to upside, and then I can't find any entry level over here because I'm not comfortable with trading uh, lower time frame like 1 minute or 5 minutes, especially in gold. So at least in 30 to 1 hour, I want to see some retracement to this level. Then I would see for some buying opportunity on gold. That's my plan. And for NQ as well, last week I lost 2 or 3 trades on NQ looking for buys. I'm stop out that 3 trades, so I will be looking for all-time high again for NASDAQ as well.
Do you think we do you think we can get all-time high?
Yeah, for sure. I'm just looking for all-time high again for NASDAQ. We can see some, I'll see.
That's beautiful. Let's I'm gonna share my analysis too. I have very similar analysis. I think the only place we don't agree on the most is just on EU, GU.
I want to
Um,
see some kind of movement.
because
You can
what
share
I'm
it.
thinking is that right now you don't want to be calling the low on GU and EU. So I'd be looking for longs until the market tanks, and then I would be looking for shorts. So for example, like here, let's imagine that we're on this move up, like this move up, we put it here. I would be waiting until we have some sort of candle that is very, very bearish, and then I would execute on the shorts. But yeah, personally, I would be looking for for longs on EU up until this daily order block. So right here, be looking for longs up until the daily order block, and on pound dollar, the daily order block is much, much higher. So some people might be watching this and think, oh, so you're targeting the daily order block too? Well, no, obviously not. I would be targeting the daily fair value gap, which currently is, how far away is this? This is 35 pips away. This for today. Then we would see. Like for the next day, I would target the close and the next daily fair value gap, up until the market shows me bearishness, and then I execute on the short. Because imagine you were to long every single one of these days, right here. you would have profited in every single one of these days, possibly. At least your bias would be correct, so to say. And then once it tanks, okay, you would be wrong, but you were right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You were wrong once, and now you short all the way towards the daily fair value gap, an inverted fair value gap. So that's why personally I like to follow the most current market structure. But yeah, so that is GU, EU, definitely looking for longs mainly, because the DXY, it's looking like it wants to pull back. But if I'm looking at the DXY, I wouldn't really try to call the low, call the high on DXY. Like this can easily continue doing this, and then EU, GU just continue moving lower. So I'm bullish until I'm proven wrong, and then I'll execute on the shorts. NASDAQ right now is at a very key level, in which we either reverse this, and if we do, there's going to be a lot of blood on the streets, or we invert this into a bullish order block, and then we just go to all-time high. I think today's market open will pretty much decide the fate of the rest of the week, I would say. And then on gold, we're at the weekly fair value gap. So weekly fair value gap. And this was the point where last week I was saying that I'm not interested in shorting at all anymore. And yeah, there you go. We started having the very, very strong push to the upside. So yeah, that's what I would want to see on gold. Now crypto is starting to move a little bit. Like at least altcoins are starting to move. We're talking anything that is not the main. The old altcoins, they're all moving. Like Dash USDC. Like this moved a lot over the weekend and then just pulled all the way back. Like what started all of this was Zcash. But yeah, like right now, I wouldn't really be trying to fade this. But I would position myself in the longs. Like I positioned myself long on Friday. So yeah, now we're in some nice profits, and we'll see how that goes. But that is really it. I don't know. Does anyone in the chat have a different view? Maybe.
What of BTC? What's your view on BTC?
BTC.
Yeah.
Like Bitcoin, definitely, it looks similar to euro dollar pound dollar, where I would now target the fair value gap, and which is a 107. So we went all the way down from 99 to 107. That's a great return in case you had a lot of money. And then we have a order block, and then who knows, maybe we go higher. I don't think we go higher. I think this is just a pullback. But yeah, that's my view on crypto. It's like I want to have a quick positional trade. No, and like obviously I have an entry, but I don't really have a stop loss. I bought it spot with size, and now the goal is just to exit once we have a nice pump. So that's what I'm looking for. Is any of you also positioned in crypto or no?
Yeah, I bought a bunch of crypto with my payout. I just dumped 100k into cryptos. I don't know which ones, just random ones.
Just random ones.
Yeah, kind of like all the old ones, you know, like Jasmy, Link. Let me see.
Yeah, I love Link. I actually really like Link. I've never found a good entry though on Link, but I really, really like Link. It's one of the few that has actual reasons to be bought.
Ah, I didn't even know that. It just looked nice to me, so I bought Link, Sand, Uniswap, GRT, Polkadot, Kronos, Arbitrum, like, you know, just ADA, all random ones. So I was just buying. Yeah, so I just bought all of those.
Yeah. I think I'm personally thinking that they run for one last time, and then everything just absolutely crashes. That's what I'm thinking. Like one more altcoin run, and then ultimate rug pull.
That'd be
That's
good.
what I'm thinking of crypto.
If I can 10x my portfolio, oof.
If you can what?
If I can 10x my portfolio, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would fucking be fire. But I, to be fair, I don't really think that with older coins that's really in
Yeah.
the realms of possibility. But unless we have like an insane run, but even like Zcash, which is what moved up a lot recently. This is an old coin too. Look at this. It's insane.
Yeah,
Even that, if you bought it at 200, which is where people started buying it at, um, you had 2.5. And if you were early, that's when you have the 10x.
Mm.
We'll see. Maybe. I think it's all narrative. Funnily enough, I think it's all narrative. Like I don't even know why Zcash started pumping, because people are like, oh, people want privacy. That coin is literally not private. You can find out everyone's things there. It was so funny. There was this guy Zach XBT that said that, and I was like, why would
yeah.
anyone buy this then?
For privacy, I have a new coin only. It's called Anyone Protocol. It's a,
Anyone? Okay.
yeah, Anyone Protocol.
How many years do you recommend backtesting the strategy at Astuce? My strategy is profitable for the past 2 years on gold, but it was a bullish market only. What do you guys suggest? What do you want to start, Astuce?
What was the question?
How how long should someone backtest their strategy?
Hmm. How long would you backtest to know if your strategy works out?
Yeah.
Uh, is that really like how long? It can even take you a month to know if it works. You just need like a lot of backtesting data. That's it. Let's say if you want to backtest and know if your strategy works, you can get like maybe 2 years of data from gold, and you just have to. Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you need like a lot of backtesting data, and you take your time and you backtest, and that would be pretty much it. So you have 2 years of backtesting data on gold. You try to backtest and you see if you are profitable over the 2 years, and I think that would be a good strategy, I guess. You just have to like follow your you have to follow the rules really well when it comes to psychology and how you apply the strategy as well.
Would there be a number of trades that you would aim for?
Hmm. Over 100 probably.
Yeah.
You don't really aim for like the numbers of trade, but the more trade you have and then you still like profitable over this like a lot of trade, then that proves more than the strategy is profitable. But if you only have, let's say, 2 or 3 trades, then you can't really tell yourself that you are profitable. And that's also one thing when you start trading funded accounts, you buy a funded account, you take 2 3 trades and you end up with 100% win rates because you probably went to a winning streak. That does not really define your win rate because you only took few trades. So the more trades you take, then the more data you have, and that can actually guarantee like your actual win rate. So not over few trades. I think over 100 trades, that could actually be really good data for you to focus on.
Yeah. What about you, Zamco? How would you approach it?
No, I don't really have a back test. Honestly, if I was trying to implement something new, I would look at like just like the past 2 weeks and just see roughly, oh, does it work here? Oh, it kind of works here. It will take me literally less than 5 minutes to quickly look at what I'm trying to implement. And that's it. I just go on to forward testing because I think back testing, a lot of people get fixated on that, but it's not the same as being live in the market trying to implement that exact same strategy because you're seeing the candles print. It's very different to seeing them already printed compared to when they're actually printing. It's very different. So I think I'm not really a guy that backtests. I'll rather forward test.
Yeah.
So I think forward testing is the best way to go about it. Just you can roughly look at like the past month and just roughly see, does it kind of work? All right, cool. Just try implement it now for the next few weeks and see if it works. If it doesn't, then just refine. And yeah, I don't really have a backtest, so I wouldn't know.
What about you, Heramani? Do you backtest anything at all?
Yeah, I do backtest it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I do backtest it, but for strategy perspective, I would love to do in forward testing, like in live analysis. But for bias, like for higher time frame, I almost do each and every week for backtesting in every asset, like for gold, for example, for Bitcoin, for crypto as well. I just want to backtest for higher time frame bias as of seasonality. But for strategy perspective, I would love to do uh, forward testing.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm similar to Zamco, but I started doing that once I became profitable. Like a lot of my data did come from backtesting for sure. I would say at least 100. You want at least 100 trades. Like not you don't want anything less than 100 trades. It's not gonna be good. But then like don't be too fixated in backtesting. This is where I would take Zamco's approach. It's like to start off, that's fine. But like there's only so much backtesting you can do until it becomes almost worthless. Because again, you don't have live market experience. That's how I think about it. Like I would rather have people literally hindsight test, which is backtesting without the bar replay tool,
Yeah.
which is literally what Zamco just said about see, look at last week. Did anything that I want to implement work out? Yes. Okay, then I'm going to try this in the live market. Then backtesting for 7 years while you're trading. I don't think that's really optimal at all. So um, what's your view? No, let's go first. Okay, best time to trade the 1 hour candle strategy. Well, on the 1 hour, well, on the 5 minute for sure for entries. I think that's more than enough. What's the best methods to reinvest profits after max allocation with several prop firms? Well, just invest somewhere, I guess. Like, what do you guys invest in at all, if anything, outside of prop firms?
Hmm. I've
Crypto,
only ever put it in crypto. Yeah.
Goddamn, these guys are really are traders. Just crypto. Goddamn.
Yeah. I got no other clue where to put it.
I'm a stocks guy.
Crypto,
I do like stocks.
Okay. Stocks. Fair enough.
real estate.
Yeah, real estate is fire too. How does real estate look where you're at, Astuce?
Well, I think it's a really good business because, especially if you buy condominium, the prices are really cheap. You can get one unit for like 100K, 130K, 150K for one bedroom. And within maybe 3 or 4 years, you get your investment back. So if you buy, let's say, five of it, after 4 years, once you get all your capital back, then you are literally guaranteed for anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 monthly passive income for the rest of your life. So basically, all you need here is you need like 500K, and then you're done for life basically, because you can now create like 5 to 10K monthly income without you having to do anything, passive income. So yeah,
Monthly
it's good. Yes, any 5 to 10K monthly. Yes,
from 500K.
yes.
Yo, what country are you in again?
Ghana.
We're all
Ghana.
moving to
Okay.
Ghana.
Need to fly down to Ghana.
let,
One
let, let,
percent. 1% a
let,
month?
let,
Yeah, 1% a month. God damn.
let's break this down, right? The prices of Airbnbs here are pretty much the same as if you are in Dubai or any of those other country. Like a studio can cost you about $100 a day. Okay, let's say if you are taking a
For
studio for
studio.
Airbnb, $100 a day. So if you take $100 a day times 30, you are literally making $3,000 on one studio. So if you have, and again, $3,000, that means that someone booked for the whole
Hmm. Yeah.
for the whole month basically. But let's take worst case scenario where you only have, let's say, half of the month booked, which is like $1,500. Out of the $1,500, probably $300 can go to cleaning and maybe Wi-Fi subscription and all the kind of stuff. So you can have like maybe a net profit of $1,200 per studio. So if you have five of it, you do 1,200 times five. That's $6,000 monthly that you can make. And then now each studio can cost you about $120,000. So you do that times five, then that means
600.
600K.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you now have $6,000 monthly. And again, 6,000 I put there is when you only have half. Let's say if you have maybe the studio somewhere around maybe like a UK embassy or something. There are families that come from those countries and then they will like book for a whole 1 or 2 years.
Oh
So
wow.
a full booking, you can make 8K, 10K. So you just do this once and you're pretty much done for life, set for life.
Yeah, to be fair, that's in a lot of places too, though. Like in the UK, depending on what city you go to, like because I lived in Coventry back then, and yes, every time that someone that I say this, people are like, "Why would you go to Coventry?
Yeah.
Like the worst city in the UK." Uh,
Mm,
but like I think we were paying like £2,000 a month for it was a lot of bedrooms, but either way, that's still close to 1% a month. Obviously, you have to pay taxes on it in the UK, so probably you won't get anywhere near to £2,000, but it's not crazy though. Like, and you're paying it cash. Imagine you're paying it off cash. Like,
Mm.
yeah.
you don't get ridiculous amount uh of not passive income, right? You can still make like £2,000 a month on a what 300K 400K property, so that's 0.5%. Yeah, that goes to
That's
zero six
that's
percent a month
crazy. That's
a
crazy.
year. That's nice.
The thing is, the properties prices are expensive in the UK compared to here,
Yeah.
let's say in Ghana. Yeah.
What do you get
Eh,
for 120K in Ghana though? You probably get a penthouse, no?
f- Nah, penthouses are expensive, bro. Penthouse costs like $1.2
Oh.
million.
God
So
damn. What the
penthouses are
hell?
expensive. But for 300K, if you buy, let's say, a personal home, not like a unit, right? Like a normal home, you can get like a four-bedroom apartment with a swimming pool, normal, like a really big house. You can have that. But those kind of houses, you are not gonna get your money back because less people will come and rent like a big house for themselves. It's better
Yeah.
if I some sort of unit in tall buildings, so you can easily get a client for that. For 150K, you can have one bedroom. So 300K, you can have two bedroom, like not two bedroom in the same apartment, but like one bedroom, two different. So I can rent it out.
Interesting. Are you gonna do it or no?
Actually, I have already started, I guess. I bought my first property in August, a,
Congrats.
a studio,
Wow.
and I'm actually planning to buy a second one probably next year or something.
Let's
So
go.
I want to max out. I want to max out by 25. When I turn 25, I have like five of them. So I don't
Yeah.
have to like worry about my trade hitting stop loss or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
What is
turned
your view
25.
on indices, Zamco? Do you think we've hit a bottom or
Ah. Uh, I don't know. I honestly don't know with indices. I trade day by day, not like
yeah, same.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah. I like that answer to be fair. Cuz I'm looking at this and you just reminded me of something that I always say, which is okay, are we going to all-time high? Well, I don't know. I just care about what's going to
Yeah.
happen today,
Exactly.
right? Like how are we going to react from this order block? Bullish or bearish? Okay, we are reacting bearish. Okay, then I'll short.
Mm.
Okay, we're reacting bullish. Okay, I'll long. Like everyone always wants to find out if we're going for this high or if we're going for this low. And it's like just that's not going to happen today. So just trade what might happen today instead of
Exactly.
trying to trade what's going to happen in I don't know 2 weeks, a week,
Yeah.
or even tomorrow. Just trade what you think might happen today. Like right now, I'd say the market is bullish, reacting out of the 1 hour fair value gap. We had a very strong V-shaped reversal. So I do see possibilities of the market coming towards this order block, which is 100 handles away. So that would be a nice trade. So that's what I would personally be looking for. What about you on NASDAQ, ZAMCO? If you had to trade it? What would you
Today,
do?
I'd probably be looking for buys.
Yeah. Why are people saying ZAMCO share your screen on gold? Oh no, that was long ago. You guys should look into bonds, easily 11 to 13% in Rwanda. Yeah, but if they default, then there goes your bonds. That's why I think the best time to invest in bonds was when interest rates were at 5%. That was the best time to invest in bonds. So, US bonds. But yeah. Anyone wants to talk about any previous trade that they've taken? Let's see. What did I know I shorted on Friday. We'll want to hear about your big ass trade, Zamco, too.
I haven't taken a big trade recently. The only one was this morning, but it reversed on me. So.
Well, let's talk about the record payout trade very soon. But yeah, just to keep people hooked. So on Friday, market was moving pretty much down. And again, same thing as Zamco said. I only care about where the market is going tomorrow. So I saw this sort of price action, and I started thinking, well, very, very likely this order block is not going to hold up anymore. What is the next target? That's why I had this low and this low. And so I was looking for shorts. The market opens up. It starts moving to the downside instantly, right? Starts moving down instantly. Then from here, well, actually from here, moves down instantly. And then it creates a 5-minute inverted fair value gap. And at the 5-minute, I was like, okay, the market can't really go higher than this, because if it does, it's just going to be range bound. But it was always respecting the 5-minute fair value gap and moving lower. So that's why I just waited for the market to shift on the 5-minute right there. So we were at the 5-minute fair value gap, shift on the 1-minute, engulfs these two candles, entry, and then we tank. So yeah, that was a 1.65. I wasn't really feeling this trade. It could have gone to 1 to 4, but my target either way was 1 to 2.5. But yeah, ended up closing it at 1.6. So yeah, that is myself for a little bit.
What happened when you wanted to end up running for like 40 hours or something?
Yeah. That's your gold trade. When gold continues moving higher, you're just gonna be
Yeah,
like, fuck. Could have
that's
been
15.
70 R.
I made like 1,000, but even if it was a challenge, if it was a live account, that would have been like a 20K trade if I had
Yeah, that's another house,
20K.
another down payment. Do you guys do mortgages, Astuce, or do you just pay cash?
Yeah, we can do mortgages, but it's really not worth it because the interest rate is really high.
Yeah,
Let's say if you want to pay getting 100K mortgage, you're probably gonna end up paying like 140K or 150K. So it's truly not worth mortgages. But they have a payment plan. If you are buying a off-plan unit, let's say if there's a construction going on, maybe to be completed within 2 years or 3 years, then you can pay probably like 25% down payment, and then you can spread the remainder of the payment until the completion of the building. So that is without interest rate, which I
yeah,
think is the best option right there. But if the house is already completed, the only option you have is just pay cash, just pay
yeah,
cash. And if you don't have a job like me, there is no way a bank is gonna give me mortgage because I never had a job, and without a job, like they never trust how I'm making money, the bank
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
never gonna trust me. The bank is never gonna trust me. So cash it is. But the one I paid for, I went for the payment plan because the unit will be completed by 2028, I think. So I have like 3 years to complete the payment, but I don't like having that feeling of like having a debt. So I prefer like paying off fast and then focus on other things.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I like. Like I would love to pay for everything cash, and I think that there will come a point where I'll just pay off all the debts. But
Yeah.
I did it with my student loans. Like there was a point where I was like, yeah, I just paid it off. So, but yeah, probably with houses will be the same. Even though it's not worth it, it's just a peace of mind.
Yeah. Because when you have in mind that you are in debt, anything you're doing, you're always stressed. Like, if I do this, it doesn't work out. Like, am I, will I be able to like pay off the debt? Will I get any sort of income to pay it off? So you'll always have mental kind of issue when you know that you have a debt going on. But one thing is, if there's a property that is, let's say, is already there built, and then you are allowed to probably like have debt and pay within few years. I think that's the best case, because you can probably just make the down payment, and the remaining of the funds that you have to pay, you rent out that property and you use the cash flow to pay the property. So you are basically debt free, and then you are getting money from the rental to pay the property. So after 2 or 3 years, you end up paying the whole thing, and now the property is to you. So you are not feeling that you are paying for the property. But those cases is rare. I mean, like, it's really rare for someone to like sell his house to you and be like, you can pay me within a few years. That's really
Yeah,
rare to
that's
get.
not happening. You can
Yeah.
just run away.
Yeah. Or the person can just rent it out himself,
Yeah,
because if you are trying to rent out to pay him, then it should be like, I would prefer rent out myself and I pay myself. So
yeah. Zamko, do you want to break one of your trades down that led to the record payout? Because guys, we need a hashtag Zamko in the chat because this guy's been absolutely crushing it over the past few
you,
months.
we need
So
something to motivate us. I mean, do you know, like, the whole point, I was like, I'm not joking. The whole point, I was able to get funded in futures and actually made like $7,000 on my funding teas account, was all thanks to him. I mean, I didn't know how to even use trade over it. Like, I have no idea about futures. He taught me so much. So I really truly want to know, like, which kind of trade, a win streak of what, 3 weeks? We want to know that.
I
He
mean, look,
literally told me that he went through 3 weeks win streak to secure that, you know,
the
seven figures payout.
the big payout was due
Yeah.
to 3 weeks every single day, 100% win rate. So every single trade I took for 3 weeks straight, every single day was a win.
hell yeah.
So, and there were small scalps, by the way. So it's kind of hard to like break down a trade or whatever. But I mean, I can.
Do you want to break down the move overall?
Yeah, yeah. 1 second, I'm just purchasing new challenges so I can pull ball.
If gold came to 430, what's your bias? Let's look at gold 430. Are we talking CFDs or are we talking futures? Because I know people, when usually I hear prices on gold, people mean the CFD price. USD. Hold on, Amanda. Yeah, 430 would be the fair value gap. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is where Astuce said that he would be looking for longs from, for sure. Right, Astuce?
Which price? Which
Here at the 40 30, that's what people are saying.
Some nice
I also have
hourly
what?
inefficiency.
Yeah, I have one there. I also have
Do you want to
another
share
one at
your charts?
86.
Let's see it.
Sure, sure. Man. Hmm. So let me do the whole analysis once more. We have this, we're going up. The zone at, we're looking at this, and then each one, 15 minutes. So I have, I think, about two zones. One of them is this guy right here. This sort of breaker block, which is around 40.85. But again, it's less likely to hold. If gold is really, really bullish the way it is, then probably it will just come tap and buy. Like it doesn't like giving pullback. And but the zone that I'm actually feeling really comfortable to buy from would be probably anywhere below the Asia low, somewhere around this level. So that's exactly 40, 46 or 47. So these are the two zones I'm kind of looking at. And as we're speaking now, you can even buy from where it is, like right here. Where it is right here, you can just buy, but again, these are a really, really risky buy.
Hmm.
So these
I
are
would
like
like for it to come down to the 30-minute inefficiency that it's created. It's very close.
30,
It's just
30 minutes. Okay,
just
around the
up,
40,
up, up, up,
90
up.
something.
Yeah, right there. Down. Up.
I think
Yeah. Wait,
this
no.
one.
No. The one below it. Yeah,
Okay.
because right now, if you look at the hourly candle as well, it's creating an hourly one, and that closes in 15 minutes. So we might see the next hourly candle push down further into that 30-minute, and then continue pushing up. No,
It's
not
pretty much
even
the
that
same
much.
thing I have. Oh, something.
Yeah, something like that. There we go.
Okay. The reason I did that is because this is my zone right there, which is slightly below your fair value
Ah,
gap.
okay. Fair
But
enough.
sometimes when price feel fair value gap, like it can like kind of go a bit down, weak it, and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I'm not really that well versed in how gold moves during New York because I trade mainly in London, but I don't really know the behavior in New York.
is now massively selling, really crazy. Phew. Is there any sort of sell setup?
Nah, I wouldn't look for sales. It's too bullish.
Like, yeah, when people look, usually when traders are looking for sells, when the market is moving so bullish, I like to remind themselves. Like to remind them, like, let's say you see a train coming, and I tell you, if you put yourself in front of the train where it stops, I will give you $50,000. No one would take that bet, right? Because they would either go too far, which means they would be looking for sells basically at all time high. Like they would never catch the right place. So the risk reward would never be worth it. And I feel like shorting a bullish market is the same thing. It's like, no, it's stopping here. Boom, just get destroyed over and over and over and over again. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I
For
used to
me,
do that. Go on.
if you try to sell when price is buying, it's more or less like trying to catch a flying rocket. A rocket's flying and you're trying to catch it.
Yeah.
Or if price is selling, massively selling, is like catching a falling knife. The knife
Yeah.
is falling. Right?
Yeah.
So
100%.
these are things that I used to do it before, and I burned my account a lot. And trust me, just if you miss setup, wait for it. It's not because you miss that you have to go against it because you are expecting price will reverse. Nah, doesn't work that way.
And I think that's special. I don't know about you, Astuce. How many trades do you usually take a week, let's say?
I can't really know because I trade a lot of accounts, but I stopped trading as soon as all my funded accounts are in profit. Okay,
Same. Yeah.
yeah, and and trading what challenge is something that sometimes I just trade because I want to like go max allocation or something. Sometimes I just like right now as I'm speaking, I have a 100K account with the 5%, and I didn't even take a trade. I bought it since Friday. I didn't take a trade. That's because I didn't feel like trading it yet. So there is no maximum. There is no maximum.
Because, like, I think ZAMCO, you take, let's say, at least a trade a day on average.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So a lot of
minimum.
this came to my mind when I was thinking about like having FOMO. It's, if you really think about it, when you have a high trade frequency, why would you have FOMO in missing one trade? Like the next one will be here
There is
tomorrow
no point. There is no point here.
or the next day. It's like you don't need to always be trading. Oh my God, gold has moved 95 handles. I can't believe I didn't execute on it. It's like, Tomorrow there'll be another trade. You trade then. You don't need to trade now. You trade then. So yeah. Heramani, how do you approach that? Because I know you have a little bit of a lower trade frequency, right?
Yeah.
How do you approach that of, like, let's say you're looking for a long on gold and it just moved while you were sleeping? Like, how do you approach it?
Same thing, bro. I will wait for another day or some retracement for that. I will
Yeah.
not force myself to take that entry as well. So I
How
will
many
wait
trades do you
for
take on average?
On average, a week I took just 5 to 6 trade, 5, 6 trade a week.
Okay.
I can take 5 trades a day. I can take 5 trades a day.
Let me do this.
Gold has tapped the 30-minute.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's reacting from it.
Yeah, don't know if it's actually going to continue. It might push a bit lower.
Fuck. What am I doing?
Let me.
Let's see, gold, 30 minutes. Yeah, we just tapped it. Is anyone in the chat looking for any trades? Let's see. I don't know. Let us know if you have taken any trades and if you're looking for any trades. Are you waiting for the pullback on gold like we are? Let's see. Did you catch gold buys, Astuce? Yeah, he did. Catch the 1 to 40, technically speaking. Someone is looking for longs on gold. Yes, waiting for long. I guess also on gold. Dollar CAD. Pound dollar trade. What are you looking for on pound dollar? Long, short? What are you looking on dollar CAD? Long, short? My buys are still running. I'm holding that. Nice. Dollar CAD long. Looking for a pullback on gold. Shorted dollar Swiss. God damn. You guys trade some crazy markets. 40.89. Waiting for a pullback on EU to long. Buys are still running. Nice. Gold.
Kimmel, what's your view on NASDAQ after 9:30 open?
Let's see. Because I think right now, NASDAQ is at a similar position as we have gold, where we have a very strong push up. And can it move down? Of course. But I think the pullback might be over. But I don't want to forecast that. But I would guess longs today. And if it starts showing like a lot of bearishness, I'm just not trade. I'll just move on with my day. Okay, so expect gold to close above 40.55. Long on the 15 minutes on dollar CAD. Let me see dollar CAD. I haven't looked at dollar CAD in so long. Oh my god. I look at this 15-minute and it made me go crazy thinking that you're looking for a long. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's look at your guys' trades. You know what? We're gonna judge in a good way your trades, right? I'm gonna say if I would take the same direction or not. We're gonna say that. So let's go. So if you wanted to us to see a direction, you guys let us know what direction you're looking to buy, or what direction, what pair, and we'll let you know. Because if anyone says long golds, we already know. Like, yeah, we wouldn't really want to short aggressively now, right? But like dollar CAD, I think dollar CAD is in a good area for a buy, but I would wait more than a 15-minute reversal. Because like this 15 minutes is very, very bearish. You'll have the highest risk to reward now, though. I don't know if you guys agree. Astuce, would you long this?
What, USD card?
Yeah.
Let me check it.
I don't like the equal lows.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing with dollar CAD, it moves very range bound, then 2 days just moves. And we've had those days already. So I'd be careful with that.
This is one of
I
those
will love
pairs
to
where
long.
You would long this, Heramani?
Yeah, I will long. Yeah, but I need some break of structure upside, at
Yeah.
least 30 minutes.
Yeah. Astuce.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's more likely to sell more before I buy. But if I would ever buy, I would want to like wait for it to break some structure to the upside. You know, where if I have a buy setup and where price is at, if it's really risky, I wait for price to move away from that zone, then I look for a re-entry basically. But if that's not the case, then I'll just wait for price to sell off and look for another setup.
What about you, ZAMCO?
For USD CAD,
Yeah.
it's just equal lows right now. I wouldn't even know to buy because I don't see any clear inefficiency. The only one I see is at 1.39. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would be waiting for if I was to take a buy.
Yeah.
But actually, even further down at 1.3880 on the left, you can see it's unfilled inefficiency on the daily. Yep, right there on the left.
There you go.
Yeah, there. So you can see that we didn't really tap that. It's possible that we could come down to that too. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that would be great actually for longs. Like if you can long down here, like if you wait for a market structure shift bullish, like something like this, down here, that would be fire. Let's say.
Yeah.
That would be full port longs, all of your funded accounts. Just kidding. Someone said that they're long right now on DAX.
On DAX.
Yeah, they're long right now.
Okay, 1 minute order block there. Okay. It's kind of just consolidating, but all right.
Yeah, market will open in 30 minutes. So.
Oh, that is actually so long when I think about it. Like in
Yeah,
London,
yeah.
session, I just wake up and I'm done.
Yeah. What time does DAX, like the stock market from Germany, open?
I see the most volume at London Open at 8 a.m. London time.
Okay.
So that's when I see it move the most. But it does also have like a pretty decent move at 7 a.m. right after Asian close. So pre-London, basically. That's Frankfurt session, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it
So-
opens at 8 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's when the most volume kicks in for DAX.
Yeah, and early DAX for out of hours prices, that's 7 a.m.
Yeah,
7 to 8 a.m. Yeah, that makes sense.
that's kind of
What-
the Frankfurt session.
So what time do you wake up? Like 6:30? Trade early and then at 8?
I wake up at 4 a.m. now to trade gold in Asian session as well because
Oh
I've been
my
noticing it keeps going up. So I sleep like 4 or 5 hours and I just wake up for gold. I've been up since 3 a.m. today. So
And I'm
You
out
may
here
need to move.
that being
You may
awake
need-
since 5 is crazy.
You may need to move to China or something.
What are the Asians doing?
It's just gold keeps moving up during Asian sessions, so I just try to wait for a retracement during Asian and then try to catch the buy.
Yeah. Someone is in pound Kiwi buys. I like these buys. Very strong bullishness. I think ZAMCO would mention the inefficiency here.
Yeah.
Um, I would just be like, yeah, if you see bullishness, then that's fair. But there's definitely a possibility of us going to the inefficiency. Would you long now, ZAMCO, or no?
Nah,
Just
hell
wait
no.
for inefficiency.
Yeah, I would wait for it to come down to at least
Do you
2.3.
prefer fair value gaps over order blocks?
Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to forex pairs, definitely it's with psychological levels. So, for example, on GBP NZD, you can see 2.320000. Like that's a nice psychological level within the daily inefficiency.
Yep.
So yeah, like
Yeah,
there
right
we
here.
go. Just like a nice psychological number. It just makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. I wouldn't be against the longs though. What about you, Astuce?
Longing what? And what?
GBP
GBP
NZD?
that
What about you,
really
Heramani?
I don't think I would ever look at it.
I will
right?
wait for that loss to be taken out.
The lows? These lows?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Go
After
for
that,
the
I will.
lows. Get the fair
Yeah.
value gap
Yeah,
and go
yeah.
higher.
It's nice that we can just say the lows or the inefficiency, and like Kimmel automatically knows which one we're referring to. Just straight away,
Yeah,
just go straight on it. Like, yep, these lows.
But
Yep.
listen, if you go to the weekly, just go to the weekly and give me one reason why I would want to trade that thing. Like, look at those weeks. Like, look at.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I am not against trading this on the weekly, especially the last 3 years. It's just been moving higher mainly. We have very bearish weeks, but like
Just
this looks
zoom in where we have
great
those
to move
range.
higher.
I think around what, June, May, April, June. Look at that price action. Imagine you are trading that.
Yeah.
And it got stuck there for 3 months, 3 whole months.
I'm
And
gonna
guess
be-
what? Go to the monthly. Go to the monthly. Would be even crazier. Go to the monthly.
Oh, fuck.
Do you? And no
Yeah.
way. Like there is no shot.
Well, there's people that trade gold, and it was ranging for all these months too. So,
But
then just
gold,
go.
even if your ranges, like it moves a lot. Even when you see a doji on probably like weekly, that's still a lot of moves.
I think the craziest part of trading these pairs is the spreads. Because like
Yes.
I'm not
Really hard.
joking. I'm checking now on my funded account. The spreads are 3 pips. So like
It's really
let's say
high,
you enter with 10 lots, you're already down $300. Like let's say you do that on a 100K account, you're already down 0.3%.
a
So
good amount of money. Yes.
that's why I wouldn't do it. That's with let me check dollar CAD, because dollar CAD at 0.5. So dollar CAD is fine. But yeah. Someone's saying pound dollar 15-minute longs. Yeah, I don't know. We had liquidity sweep.
I look for
Market
a
started
buy on
moving forward.
gold. I'm looking for a confirmation for a buy on gold.
Let's see it. Let's go back to gold. Well, let me ask this in the chat. What is your guys' favorite pair to trade? Because is it pound Kiwi? Like, I don't think it is. Let me know what your favorite pair to trade is. Because the last time I asked this, there were a lot of people saying gold. But I do know that now it's a little bit mixed. So let me know. And what about you guys, Heramani?
For forex pair, you mean?
Any pair. If you could
Any
only trade
pairs.
one for the rest of your life.
It will be NASDAQ.
NASDAQ, okay. What about you, Astuce?
Gold.
Gold? ZAMCO,
Yeah.
would it be gold Asia session at 3 a.m. or DAX?
Nah, he's moving to China for the rest of his life.
It really depends. It really depends because currently gold's just been moving really nice,
Yeah.
and so I would want that price action for the rest of my life, but I know that doesn't happen. But
Yeah.
overall, I think German 40 is a bit more stable compared to gold, where generally it moves fine. Gold has its moments, but I think German 40 overall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to say is like gold is very, very good when it moves. Like I would also pick NASDAQ, for example. Because it's gonna be very similar to DAX. So
Mhm.
what do we have on in the chat? EUG. Well, you did not understand the assignment. It said one favorite one. Gold, euro, dollar, gold. Someone said, "Bro, Aussie Kiwi long." I'm gonna check.
Aussie Kiwi, that's like the worst pair. Oh my gosh.
I've traded that pair
I've
actually.
traded that too. Oh my gosh.
It only has 1 pip spread. I'll say that.
Yeah, but it's not worth anything. Like the movements, you have to use a really big lot size.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't think about that because I traded it 6 years ago.
Yeah, same.
Help me find a perfect order. Oil. Oh, interesting. Oil. Um,
Oh,
gold, oil, euro, dollar, oil. Yeah, it's the same person saying oil. Like, calm down. There's not so many people saying oil, by the way. The same. I was like, fucking, that's a lot of people trading oil.
yeah, I was
The same
confused.
person.
Same thing happened to me. Like last week, I have a live on my personal YouTube channel, and someone sent me super chat for $10 super chat.
Let's
And
go.
on that super chat, he was typing $500 super chat. So
Oh wow.
I'm just reading out $500 super chat, and it was only $10, but his comment is $500 super chat.
Oh.
Dollar Japanese yen, euro dollar NQ. Nice. We have a lot of mix now. Like before, the first live stream I had here, everyone said gold. Like
Yeah.
everyone. Euro dollar, euro dollar, dollar Japanese yen. I'm not even gonna ask this to ZAMCO. Well, I will because I just said it. What's the probability that gold is mostly a buy in Asia session? Please.
Well, in current market conditions, I would say like 80% of the time it's a buy in Asian session. But generally, I don't know. It's just right now, currently, what for the past month, I would say, majority of Asian sessions just look at them, they're bullish. So 80%, I would say, currently.
Someone said GU daily for Valley Gap. Is there a daily for Valley Gap on GU? Yeah, it's all the way up there. There's one down here, but if the market is bullish, it's not really going to come down. This reminds me of a euro dollar big long that I took last year. I think it was here. Yeah. Reversal, boom, and then just keeps going higher. Who knows? Maybe we get that. But I feel like DXY continues moving higher. Does any one
Yeah,
of you look at DXY?
Yeah, yeah.
just
Nah.
took the buy, just took the buy and go. Ah,
A buy on gold? Wait, someone told me about dollar cat short longs. Maybe we were wrong and it's just moving higher. But it moved what? It moved 6 pips. Like what the fuck? And the crazy part is that this does look impulsive, but then you check and it's 6.5 pips. Depends on your stop loss, to be fair. Like if your stop loss
Yeah,
is 3 for some reason, then but it's not
fair
3.
enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to share your charts? Astuce?
Sure.
I don't want to.
Give it a second.
Or do you want me to do a breakdown first? Because I need to do a
Yeah, yeah,
NQ
yeah.
breakdown.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, breakdown.
Okay. Give me a second, guys.
I could tell he didn't want to.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Give me 1 second. I need to do this. Okay, so right now on NQ, we had a very strong reaction out of the big daily order block. From the order block inside of the bigger order block, we had one reaction that then ended up failing. So right here, this is where it ended up failing. Now we came to the last order block within the bigger order block. And this is where we're getting the next reaction from. So this reaction so far has been a 830 handle reaction. At the top, it was 860 handles. The previous one wasn't that high, wasn't as high. Now, I think we are in the same situation as on Thursday, where you're either bullish, but if the market moves down, you just don't trade. That's what I would personally be looking for. If I'm looking at the 12-hour, it looks very, very good in terms of V-shape reversal. I'd expect the market to move higher. Let me delete every single one of these brushes. So I would expect the market to move higher from here. But I would, by the way, I wouldn't target all of these highs. I would be very careful with targeting all of these highs. Can it be hit? Sure. But the risk is the market comes towards an order block right here that would act as a supply zone for all the smart money concept traders, and then it moves down. Do I think that that's going to happen? Not really, but I wouldn't really want to try to hold the trade through all of these 4-hour order blocks, right? I wouldn't want to do that. And so therefore, I would rather just either take the long, target this. I think this is a 1-hour order block. Target the 1-hour order block, which is a 100 handle move. So let me quickly do this. This would be a 100 handle move. We have a 1-hour fair value gap that the market has reacted once, twice, and who knows, we could have manipulation to the fair value gap and then move higher. So from the fair value gap towards the order block, that's a 125 handle move. And from the order block, this tiny 1-hour order block towards the fair value gap, that's towards the bearish order block, that would be a 163 handle move. So what I'm going to be looking for is one of two things. Market moves towards the fair value gap and quickly reacts bullish, or it moves to the bigger order block, to the order block that is further down, and quickly reacts bullish. Either way, within the first 30 minutes, we probably already know if we are going to trade today or not. Why? Because after 30 minutes, the market has opened, the hourly candle has closed, the 4-hour candle has closed. And if this candle is bearish, I don't want a long. If this candle is bearish, I don't want a long, but I also don't want to short. And so therefore, what I'm looking for, tap of the fair value gap and move higher, or tap of the order block and move higher. And then I would say just wait for a 5-minute market structure shift instead of a 1-minute. I think right now with the NQ already moving 360 handles, becomes a little bit tougher to enter in the best trade possible. So wait for a little bit of a higher probability trade with a 5-minute market structure shift, and then we execute. So that's it. See you during the session. Peace. That's it. I need to do this every day, 2 p.m. There we go. Let me check this. So, by the way, is anyone in the chat bullish on crypto? I wonder. Because lately, funnily enough, I've used crypto as a bias for NQ. Because I was seeing crypto very, very bearish. And I was like, NQ might have its pullback. And that's afterwards we had the pullback. But I don't do this almost ever. So yeah. German 40 is flying. Hey, you be careful with what you say with flying. Hope it's not like 5 pips. Like, same thing. ZAMCO, is German 40 flying?
I wouldn't say it's flying. No, it's literally come back down. I don't like. It's 2 1-minute candles maybe moved up.
Like, again, we say this with all the love possible, which is, if you increase your expectations, you're going to be so emotional. Like, this is not a flying move. Don't look at 2 1-minute candles and think the market is doing something crazy. Please. It's going to hurt you in the long term. Let's look at back to gold. We have the 1 hour fair value gap now too. 1 hour fair value gap right here. 1 hour order block. Would you be looking for let's say the market comes all the way down here, ZAMCO, and then reacts bullish? Would you be looking for longs here or wait for lower?
No, definitely lower.
Okay.
The reason for that, that one, yeah, I would rather have that.
Okay. Because fair value gaps. Yeah. It's funny because, like, for me, it's everything is order blocks, and you really like fair value gaps, and it's funny because it ends up being the same thing, but they're very. I just find it fascinating that you can be
Yeah.
profitable with so many things.
Mhm.
All right, good. What about you, Heramani? Where would you be looking for the longs?
Same, the lower fair value gap.
This
That
one or this one?
That one.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deeper pullback. Start reaction. What market shift would you guys be looking for? 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute? What would you be looking for?
Probably 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
For me, at least 5 minutes.
Okay. What about you, Astuce? Like, what fair value gap and what market shift would you look for?
1 minute change of character, but I'm already long without a confirmation entry, so that's tough.
But let's say that the market was to move lower. Is there any way you would re-enter?
Probably not today.
Okay. Fair enough.
Probably not today.
Fair enough. I just love order blocks. I get very much drawn to order blocks. Like, if the market quickly impulses up from here, I would be I would long if I was to trade gold. Does any one of you want to break down anything?
For now, everything looks kind of crap to me. I don't see
Yeah.
anything clear.
Yeah. Heramani, do you want to share screen? Let's see it. Let's
Yeah.
do a breakdown. Let's see. Are you sharing?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Let's wait. So Heramani's gonna share his screen. Make sure that everyone knows what to look for.
Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Okay. So for gold, this 1 hour fair value gap, I'm waiting here to tap in, and I will wait for some at least 5 minute break of structure upside. After that, if I see that, I will go for some longs. So somehow like this. To see. This is for gold, and for NASDAQ, I will wait for 9:30 opening. This is CFD, not future. So
Yep.
I would love to see some downside for some manipulation to this, somewhere this level. I want to see to take out these lows. This lows. Something like this. And if I see some bullish momentum, then I will go for some long today until to this level. But last week I lost 3 trades on NASDAQ. I was long over here, took my stop loss. I was long over here again. That was in a higher time frame. So somehow like this, I go for long some here, and this was my setup in for last week. It hit my stop loss again. So I'm just waiting for this gap to be filled upside. It will be good for me. Breaking above this gap and again pull back to this level will be good area for higher time frame buy for me to so that I can aim to these highs. But for now, I will look for. Mhm. For now, I will look for some scalping in 5 minutes or 15 minutes. That's it. For
Should
gold
I be
and
bullish on the 5-minute time frame on NASDAQ? What do you think, Heramani?
right now,
I guess, because it was in caps lock. So I guess so.
mhm. Right now, I don't think so. It will go for some manipulation downside first,
Yeah.
and after that, I can see some upside movement. But let's see. I can't tell anything about market.
Yeah. Astuce, do you want to do a final breakdown too?
Okay.
Is
So my
Aussie
screen.
Kiwi good for New York session? Well, sorry, Astuce, before you go, think about it this. So
Yeah.
Aussie is Australia. Kiwi is New Zealand. None of those are America. So what do you think? Let's go. Astuce.
Okay, so this is pretty much the same buy setup I have earlier. That I was talking about this sort of breakout block that was waiting for price to come mitigate and give some sort of buy setup. So this is the first buy I had, and then the second one was I think pretty much from this zone right here. And the buy I had here I think is slightly aggressive because normally what I would do is I would read the market structure price selling right here, and I can see that price is giving us what this price being bearish, and from tapping this zone directly I had my buy. But if I would wait for a confirmation entry, I would have waited for price to break this high here and then give a pullback. That's when I would have my buy setup. But the reason I had the buy directly, first I have accepted if it's a loss or a win I would be happy with, and secondly, sometimes especially when you see that previous high is not like really far from it, if price end up taking this high, it may just keep going higher without giving any sort of pullback. So that's why I did not want to wait for some sort of confirmation and directly had it buy. So as far as price is still inside of this box here, I'm still expecting price to go bullish. But if price breaks it, then I would be expecting the zone below, which is the one pretty much at Asian session, which is somewhere around this level here. So this is the kind of setup I have right now. So I'm just waiting to see if price is going to fail or play out from this setup right here. That'll be all I have. And again, if I do hit the stop loss here, I'm pretty much done for the day because I have no reason to trade today. To be honest, I have no reason to trade.
That's a good 3-minute inefficiency that it's rejecting right now.
Yeah, I think this one, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This one.
Yep.
So right here, if price can probably close above this,
Yeah, that'd be
then
good.
That would be strong, yeah.
that could be good. But if
Mhm.
price rejects it, then uh anyway, let's see what price has to do.
Let's see what happens. You're breaking down EU?
Nah,
No?
I
No?
don't
I hate that pair.
for me, is once I'm focused on a trading pair, there is no way I'm going to check any other thing. So when you guys were talking about NZD, this and that,
You gotta keep the people entertained, man.
mm.
ZAMCO, what would you be looking for? Like if you had to trade today, like there's no other way. You're forced to.
Gold buys. That's what I'd be looking at.
Do you wanna share what you would look for on gold buys?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's basically the same as what
Yeah.
Astuce was talking about. It's literally just 3 minute. Yeah, so it was literally just this 3 minute here. First, I was looking at this 30 minute, this general big 30 minute. We haven't closed below, so we also have this 30 minute down here again. So it's decent. We are rejecting this 3 minute right here. Ideally, what I would like to see is candles at least minimum close above this, and we don't actually have any inefficiencies here to enter off, which is a bit annoying. But I guess what we might see is price push up and create some sort of inefficiency just above that and continue up even higher. Like this candle right here, we might close like that. Then the next one will close like up here maybe, and then create some sort of inefficiency here for it to just retest and continue pushing even more bullish. But all of these inefficiencies have been filled. So I wouldn't expect price to close above and then come back down to here to then go back up. There's no reason for price to come back down to here unless it wants to continue down. So that's kind of what I'm seeing.
Yeah, this is, I think that is actually the way you forecast it is actually very important because everyone forecasts the price that they see, or like, hey, this is what I want the next 50-minute, 1-minute candles to do this. It's like you can maximum forecast 10, and even then you're already going crazy.
Yeah.
Like what ZAMCO said is like, okay, there's no inefficiency. So I want the market to create an inefficiency. So that means in 3 minutes, we should create an inefficiency now that we've closed above. And if that doesn't happen, then there you go. But ZAMCO isn't saying, yeah, if it goes to 40.95 and it pulls back to 40.89, it's like, no, you want to see a simple candlestick pattern, in this case, a bullish fair value gap, and then he'll take it. But,
yeah.
Which one is your favorite, fair value gap or order block? All four of you. For me, it's order blocks. ZAMCO?
See, I don't call them fair value gaps, call them
Yeah,
inefficiencies.
inefficiency, yeah.
I hate this whole ICT terminology. It's annoying.
Yeah, I get it. Is it because of the person? Probably.
No, not even the person. These are very, like, I've been trading for 8 years. I used to talk about we knew about imbalances, inefficiencies back like 6 years ago, and ICT's just come along and said, that's actually a fair value gap. It's the same flipping thing, but everyone now calls it fair value gap when I used to call it inefficiency.
But you forgot that he coded the algo. So there you go. Forgot about that.
You know, the interesting, sorry to cut everyone else off, I know, but ask them as well, what would they prefer? Order blocks?
Astuce. Fair value gaps or order blocks? Inefficiencies or order blocks?
None of them. I like liquidity. If liquidity, that's what I use. Sometimes I may not see any order block, any FVG, but I still just get liquidity. But most of the time when you have liquidity, you still have some sort of inefficiency right below there. So in a way, inefficiency and liquidity.
Oh yeah. Heramani.
For me, it will be gap.
Okay. Oh yeah. ZAMCO, go after ICT, go.
So basically, look, what people don't understand, what a fair value gap is. Let's say we marked out this fair value gap, right? If you actually went into this candle and saw the orders, because there are indicators for that, the order flow, the footprint chart or whatever, you can actually see the orders in this candle, and where the fair value gap is, you'll probably see lots of sell contracts and not many buy contracts. So therefore price is inefficient in that area because those buy orders weren't being able to get filled, and there weren't really any buy orders over here. So price has to come back to that area to make that price efficient, to fill those orders and then continue. So a lot of people don't even know what fair value gaps are. They just call it that. But it's actually just inefficient pricing where price has to come back to make it efficient and then continue. So that's kind of how fair value gaps work, but people I don't think many people know that.
Yeah, I find it funny, like the whole ICT debacles thing, because it's always there's people that love him, there's people that hate him, there's people that are like he just repackaged old shit, and it's like it's true. Like what else can you say? It's like what you think he coded a fair value gap? Like no, that didn't happen.
It's nothing new. It's always been
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. It's like the same way some people call it support and resistance, breakout trading. Like we would call this, hey, a market structure shift on the 1 minute. Some people would call that a 1 minute resistance turned into support. Right?
Supply and demand as well.
Yeah, supply and
The
demand.
same with
everything.
order block.
Yeah, yeah. It's all the same thing. Supply and demand, an order block. I call it the extreme. So it's like there's so many different names you can give it. At the end of the day, it's all just break and retest. So yeah, gentlemen, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you ZAMCO, Astuce, Heramani. Thank you for your guys' input.
Thank
Let's
you.
put in the chat #Tradin for providing all of this for free. And yeah, we hope to see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, amazing. See you guys later.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you, bro.
Bye.
Take care.